If I wanted to lose 30 pounds, and this time not just for a special occasion, a wedding, a photo, or a medical report, but to truly change my life, I wouldn't treat it like a diet project. I would treat it like a body reset system. Because the truth is, losing weight isn't the hardest part. Keeping it from coming back is. And it's hard because most people only change their food. If I wanted to lose 30 pounds, and this time not just for a special occasion, a wedding, a photo, or a medical report, but to truly change my life, I wouldn't treat it like a diet project. I would treat it like a body reset system. Because the truth is, losing weight isn't the hardest part. Keeping it from coming back is. And it's hard because most people only change their food. They don't change their lifestyle, their hormonal patterns, their stress levels, or their identity. If I started today, the first thing I would do is accept that my body is not my enemy. My body is not working against me. It's trying to protect me. It stored fat because at some level it believed that was necessary. Maybe because of constant insulin spikes. Maybe because of chronic stress. Maybe because of lack of sleep. Maybe because of continuous snacking. The body never stores fat by accident. It makes decisions based on signals. And if I change the signals, the outcome will change. I would begin with mental clarity. Because if my mindset is, I need to eat less, punish myself, and stay hungry, I might last a few weeks. And then I'll break. But if my perspective is, I need to stabilize, protect, and balance my body, I'll go the distance. I won't starve myself. I'll nourish myself. Intelligently. The first priority would be sleep. If I'm sleeping less than 6 hours a night, no matter how perfect my diet is, my body will hold on to fat. Lack of sleep raises cortisol. Cortisol disrupts insulin. When insulin becomes unstable, blood sugar swings up and down. And when blood sugar swings, hunger increases. Especially for fast carbs and sugar. Sleep deprivation raises ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and lowers leptin, the satiety hormone. That means you eat more and feel less satisfied. This combination works directly against fat loss. So my first rule would be 7 to 8 hours of deep, uninterrupted sleep every night. Screens off at least 60 minutes before bed. A cool, dark room. No heavy meals late at night. If sleep is dialed in, half the battle is already won. Next, I would reset my mornings. The way you start your morning sets your hormonal tone for the entire day. Within 5 to 10 minutes of waking up, I would get natural sunlight. Morning light sets my circadian rhythm. It stabilizes daytime energy and helps melatonin release properly at night. When the circadian rhythm is balanced, hunger, energy, and metabolism stay more stable too. Then comes breakfast. If I start my day with sugar, white bread, sweet cereal, juice, or just fruit, my blood sugar will spike quickly. Insulin will surge. A few hours later, energy will crash. I'll crave a snack. And the cycle continues. Insulin stays elevated all day. And when insulin is high, fat burning is turned off. So I would start my morning with protein. Adequate protein. Enough for my body to feel safe. Around 30 to 40 grams for men and 20 to 30 grams for women. These aren't magic numbers, but they're effective starting points. Protein lowers ghrelin, supports leptin, stabilizes blood sugar, and prevents unnecessary insulin spikes. I could choose eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, lentils, beans, or another high-quality protein source. If I'm short on time, a clean protein shake works. But I would avoid artificial sweeteners, fake flavors, and processed healthy snacks. Real food. Simple food. Now, carbs. Carbohydrates are not the enemy, but refined carbs and constant high-carb intake are a problem. If I eat bread, pasta, rice, cookies, and sweets from morning to night every day, insulin stays constantly active, and that sends the signal, store fat. So I would use a carb cycling approach. Lower carbs on low activity days. Clean, fiber-rich carbs on higher workout days, like lentils, beans, oats, quinoa, sweet potatoes, or brown rice. The rule would be simple. If the carb doesn't come with fiber, be cautious. Fiber slows blood sugar, regulates insulin, and keeps you full longer. Now the plate principle. Every meal would include 3 things: protein, healthy fats, and fiber. This trio is the foundation of hormonal balance. If I eat only carbs, blood sugar rises. If I eat only fat without protein, muscle isn't supported. If I eat only fiber without protein, the metabolic signal is incomplete. Balance is essential. I would also change the order in which I eat. Protein and vegetables first, carbs last. This reduces glucose spikes. It's a small shift that creates a big long-term impact. Now, let's talk timing. I wouldn't eat every 2 hours. Constant snacking doesn't allow insulin to come down. Instead, I would stick to 3 balanced meals. Nothing in between. Dinner 2 to 3 hours before bed, and a 12 to 14-hour overnight break. This gives the body time to enter fat-burning mode. If I feel hungry, I drink water first. Thirst is often mistaken for hunger. Lemon water, herbal tea, or black coffee can help. Now, movement. I wouldn't rely only on the gym. I would stay active throughout the day. Stand up every hour. Walk 10 to 15 minutes after meals. Walk while talking on the phone. Take the stairs. All of this increases non-exercise activity, thermogenesis. It keeps the metabolic fire from slowing down. 3 to 4 days a week, I would strength train. Muscle is the engine of metabolism. The more muscle you have, the higher your basal metabolic rate. I would focus on compound movements. Squats, pushes, pulls, lunges, planks. Short but intense sessions. 20 to 30 minutes is enough if the intensity is right. Occasionally, I'd add high-intensity intervals. They increase growth hormone and create an afterburn effect, meaning the body continues burning calories even after the workout ends. Now, stress management. If I'm constantly under mental stress, cortisol stays high. Fat accumulates around the abdomen. So I would add 5 to 10 minutes daily of deep breathing, meditation, prayer, or quiet stillness. This isn't a spiritual trend. It's a biological necessity. Now the liver's role. The liver is the body's detox center. When fat decreases, stored toxins are released. If the liver is already overloaded, from processed food, alcohol, or excess sugar, fat loss can slow down. So I would limit alcohol, reduce processed foods, drink more water, add bitter vegetables and leafy greens. I would follow the 80-20 rule. Discipline 80% of the time. Flexibility 20% of the time. Perfection is not sustainable. Sustainable systems create lasting results. I wouldn't check the scale every day. I would measure progress weekly. I would focus on energy levels, waist measurement, sleep quality, and mental clarity. If I want to lose 30 pounds, I can do it quickly, but not recklessly. I won't lose weight by starving my body. I'll lose it by stabilizing it. I won't fight my hormones. I'll work with them. And most importantly, I would change my identity. I wouldn't become someone on a diet. I would become someone who lives a healthy lifestyle. When identity shifts, habits become permanent. And when habits become permanent, the weight doesn't come back. If I want to lose 30 pounds and keep it off for good, this is what I would do. No magic, no miracles, just basic biology, stable habits, and consistent small steps. Because real transformation doesn't come from a fast start. It comes from a sustainable system.